Okay, good afternoon, you all. We do have a small group, so if you have any questions, feel free to chime in, or you can post them in the chat and I will address them. So what I'm going to talk about today are some common items that you have in your home, most likely, that you can incorporate into your workout and make sure that you're still getting a good workout. It's hard to build muscle, but to maintain the muscle and fitness that we already have, it's actually really easy to do that as long as you keep up with your program and get creative with the resistance and things that you use. So I'm going to share my screen with you real quick, and let's make sure this works here. I believe it is working. So can you all see that? Okay, they can see it. I heard a woo from Julie. Okay, so common household items to incorporate in your workout. So first of all, we've got water bottles. So your standard 20-ounce water bottles are 1.5 pounds, about. Now, we could make these heavier by filling them with sand or pebbles or getting a larger water bottle. Or you will see in my handout here, I listed a gallon of water is roughly 8 pounds. And that has a nice grip on it too. So you could curl it easier or use it for some single arm kettlebell swings or a lot of other options. Just make sure the cap is screwed on tight. If you wanted to make it more than 8 pounds, you could fill that with sand or pebbles. So water bottle weights can really be useful. You can get a lot done with a small amount of weight there. Anything you would use dumbbells for, you could use a water bottle for. All right, so moving along here. And again, all right, so, whoops, I'll come back to that. So I've got a heavy book. All right, so what you're gonna use a heavy book for, and I'm gonna grab mine. I've got ACSM's Exercise Testing and Prescription Manual. You can use your heavy book for anything that you would use a med ball for. So think if your book is nice and heavy, mine is actually paperback, it's not too heavy, but maybe you have something heavier around or any other heavy object. I could do some golf swings, I could do some wood chops, I could sit down on the ground and do some Russian twists with my core. I'll point the camera down and show that to y'all a little bit later. Anything with balance, so I could do a lunge at a twist with my weight, come up, or I could do an overhead one. So anything you would use a med ball for. There's a lot of different core exercises you can use a med ball for. All right, so moving on down our handout, stairs. Stairs are great. If you have one step, you can get an amazing workout. If you have a full set of stairs, that's even better. You should be going up your stairs as frequently as you are able to, even if you need to hold on to the railing. Going up and down the stairs several times a day, mixing it up by stepping up and over, so skipping steps, is a way to build more strength. Fun fact, let's see if any of you all here are on your chat. Well, I'll let you think about it for a second. Do you think you burn more calories going up every step or skipping steps? Anyone have any thoughts there? Okay, let's see. Every step, okay. So, fun fact there. So you burn more calories skipping, okay? So we got some different options there. So going up every single step, you will burn more calories. Going up every other step, you burn more calories per step. It's more vigorous, it's gonna get your heart rate up a little bit more, and you have more of a strength component. It requires a lot more strength to skip a step than it does to step up each and every step. And that's because we've got a greater range of motion, right? You have to step up higher. So just like if I do a lot of little squats versus one big squat, that's gonna take a lot more effort. I'm just gonna move this camera down a little, y'all, sorry. Okay. All right, so a couple of other things for the stairs. So I've got a step here. So maybe you've got one step going into your house, maybe just one up on your porch, or maybe 2 or 3. So we could use these to focus on some step ups So I could, if I had 2 steps, I could put my foot on that second step and make it bigger. I could grab my water bottle weights to make those step ups a little bit more intense. I could also do I could do push-ups on the steps. Maybe I'm not strong enough to get all the way to the floor, but I could put my hands on this step here, or maybe on the step 2 or step 3. So the highest step you could reach would make your push-ups a little easier. You could also do mountain climbers on there. So like mountain climbers here, or plank exercises as well. Squats, I could do a split squat if y'all see 1 foot up, 1 foot down. Woo! Do a few of those. You're gonna feel that leg that's on the step working a lot harder. And then you can switch after 10 to 15, or maybe you choose 30 seconds, what have you. Another good thing about the steps, calf raises. You have a lot more range of motion by dropping your heel off the step and back up. Okay, if you have any questions about the steps, I have a whole stair workout I'd be happy to send you. But moving along to finish, so counter, you can use your counter for push-ups or dips. If your ability level allows you to do that, counter push-ups are easier, but counter dips, like pushing up off the counter, is going to be hard. Next up, couch cushion or any pillow you can use for balance. This is nice and squishy, so it's gonna be harder for me to balance on if I wanna practice my balance on it. Another thing about a pillow, this one is shaped really weird, but if I had a small, like, decorative pillow, I could use that to do any exercise I would normally use a slow-mo ball for. So this, like I said, is big, but sometimes you put the slow-mo ball between your thighs or between your feet during Pilates and core workouts, and you could use your pillow to get that same type of resistance. So really cool option there. Paper plates and towels, I'm gonna go over these together so I don't have you all too long. So paper plates work just like gliding discs. Now these are the only paper plates I could find, but they would still work really well for you. So these work just like gliding discs. I could put 1 foot and I could do a lunge backwards. I could do a side lunge. Whatever I would normally use a gliding disc for, I could. I could also put my feet in it on the ground to do bridges, hamstring curls, and a lot more. These would work on carpet or a sliding surface. And if you don't have any paper plates, towels. Towels work really well. They're gonna slide across that floor nice and easily, so I can go into whatever exercise I'd like to do. Now, uniquely from the paper plates, something the towels allow you to do is I could use these to help myself stretch. If I need to do the shoulder stretch here, or some shoulder mobility, bringing it up and over, up and back. I could work on some pulling exercises, pulling that towel apart, keeping my chest tall to work on posture. Now, finally, I know I've given you 7 here. One of my favorites is the backpack. Take everything we just had, and I'm gonna stuff it all in my tiny little backpack here. So I've got my towels, my water bottles, my book, maybe some rocks, maybe your dog or cat fits in here. I could use this to now do a kettlebell swing. My backpack is going to make for a great kettlebell swing, or to do anything else you'd use a kettlebell for. I could wrap it here to do front squats, or put it on my back for some lunges. You may not know what the exact weight is, but what really is more important is whether or not you're challenging yourself and you are able to choose a weight that's heavy enough for you. So that's what I got for you all today. That's our quick 5 to 10 minute webinar on household equipment that you can use in your workout. I might be losing the camera here. I'm too short. Oh no. Okay. So if anyone has any questions, you can unmute yourself or you can post it in the chat. Please share the step workout. Okay. So feel free to email me. So it was on that handout at the bottom. Let me scroll down and I'm going to share that with you all again. My email is nknight@gallowayridge.com. So let me pull that up so you can see it there. Okay, can you all see that, my email down there? nknight@gallowayridge.com. So I can share the step workout. I also have, okay, sorry, just making sure. Okay, gotcha. All right, so I have the step workout. I have this handout if anyone wants it. I really encourage you to try a backpack or a purse or something else to use around the house for weight and get creative. Part of today's brain booster, if you're doing the Spring Into Your Best Self challenge, is to come up with some exercise equipment that you can use at home. So I hope you will come think of some of your own. I'm trying to get back to the screen here. All right. Anyone else have anything to share? Okay. All right. Well, thanks you all. Again, my name is Noelle. We miss you here, and let me know or shoot me an email if you have any questions. Bye.